Hi, and welcome to my second video for our 21-day fat loss challenge. In this video, we're going to be talking specifically about nutrition, so please make sure you have your guide in your hands in front of you and open it up to the food list. You'll see in this list basically all the food items that you are allowed to consume. If there are things you want to be adding to this list that's not on the list, we must okay it beforehand, otherwise you may end up consuming things that could sabotage your results for this 21-day challenge. Just on the page after that, you will see ideas of how to create a menu. So very important, your breakfast must be eaten within 1 hour of awakening. When you have this breakfast, you must have a meat. Again, your meat can be poultry or red meat. I prefer red meat, but you can substitute with poultry, that's fine. Or fish, that's fine as well. Make sure that you do have the amount of nuts that is specified there and that you're cooking with sufficient but not too much fat that is allowed to be used for cooking that specific meal. It is important to understand the following. 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. 1 gram of protein is 4 calories, and 1 gram of carbs is 4 calories. Not all calories are created equal, meaning they will not all have the same impact on your metabolism, okay, which is why we eliminate carbs and focus on animal proteins and fats, because they take more time to digest, keep you full longer, and control your insulin, allowing you to lose body fat. Okay, and having the nuts with the breakfast is super important because the word breakfast comes from breaking the fast. You have fasted all night. You must have a good amount of calories coming into your body upon awakening to start the day well. Not only will this put you in fat burning mode, but you'll also be more productive during your days. It is normal in the first few days of this program, because you're completely cutting the carbs out apart from what's in the veggies, that some people may feel a little groggy, a little foggy. That would be the worst scenario. If you drink enough water, you will definitely prevent headaches. And if you drink enough food and have enough fat in your diet, then you will make it through this first few days. So it could be like 5 to 6 days. After that, it's a breeze to finish off the last 2 weeks. So the first week, the first few days can be more challenging for certain people, but not necessarily for everyone. So I do prefer to explain to you the worst scenario so you do know what to expect. The key is lots of water, plenty of food, don't go hungry, and make sure you get enough fat. As you can see, the 3 weeks of nutrition plan, you have higher fat on the first week so that it's easier for your body to get adapted, and then the fat drops, so that will bring the calories down a little bit to favor more fat loss. So going back to upon awakening, you wake up, you serve yourself a nice tall glass of filtered water, room temperature preferably, and you squeeze the juice of a fresh lime or a lemon into that, and then you eat about an hour after awakening. Okay, very important to have the water and lemon or lime. Helps detoxify your body, can regulate your pH to favor fat loss and detoxification of your body. And the meat will give you a good start to the day. I prefer to have 2 meals before working out. If you cannot, then have your first meal, come in for a workout. Just make sure that you've given yourself enough time to digest. And if you find AM workouts don't work well for you, let us know. We'll do our best to find an alternate solution for you. Coming to work out with no food in your belly is not an option. You will not survive your workouts. It's not fun, and it's not a smart way to do it. So please eat. Make sure you have enough time to digest so that you don't have digestive issues during your workout. So you'll see on how to create your menu page, just some ideas, okay? It doesn't matter if you combine ground bison with almonds, or if you combine salmon with the walnuts as opposed to what's written there. But the nuts are for breakfast, okay? After that, follow the plan. Use the fat for cooking, that's important. If you don't use enough fat for cooking, as in the meal plan, it could actually affect the quality of your sleep. So moving on to the actual meal plans themselves, go to the first week of meal planning. You'll see meal number 1, meal number 2, meal number 3. Okay, so instead of calling them lunch and after lunch or whatever that you would possibly want to call them, we'll just name them. Okay, you'll see you have a training day nutrition plan and a non-training day nutrition plan. So when you train, you follow the training day, and when you don't train, you follow the non-training day nutrition plan. So if you're training 3 times a week, you do 3 times per week the training day nutrition plan, and the rest of the week you follow the non-training day. The difference is basically in the fact that one has a protein shake after it and the other one does not. Okay? Again, if any of this stuff is not clear, come and see us. We'll do our best to make sure that it is explained so that you do understand what you have to do. Keeping track is going to be a very important part of this process. There's food journal. You must journal your stuff to make sure that it does match what you're supposed to be consuming in your meal plans from week 1, week 2, and week 3. Super important. In that journal, I also want you to track the amount of steps that you're doing per day. So a lot of my clients like to use a Fitbit. You can use a Fitbit. Otherwise, buy a cheap pedometer somewhere. It costs you maybe $30. All you want to know is how many steps you're doing per day. Your goal should be to reach 16,000 steps per day for fat loss. If you're serious, you'll do it. If you're not reaching 16,000, okay, you won't necessarily get the result that you're looking for. So crank your way up. If you're only doing 10,000, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Do little detours during your day. Take the stairs, park your car further away, get off the bus earlier, get off the metro stop earlier, get on later. Little things like that during the day. Go to the toilet further, go to the water fountain further to fill up your water bottle. All these add up. You don't want to end up at the end of the day and be like, oh my God, I got to go do a 2-hour walk. It's not realistic. So I hope that helps you out and that you're able to understand better your nutrition plan. You will be expected to measure your stuff, okay? So if you're buying a pound of meat that's 454 grams and you make 4 meals out of it, well, I think you can eyeball that and say you got 4 meals of 110 grams, for example, okay? That's fine. And the nuts, again, really important. Fat, 9 calories, okay? So if you do bust the amount of fat that you're consuming, you will be consuming too many calories. Thank you for watching, and please watch our 3rd video for our 21-day fat loss challenge. Thank you.